YouTube, it's Shelly.
It's Tom, getting ready to cruise here.
Yep, and today we found a cruise checklist that we've been using for the last couple of years. And it gives you from 90 days out on up until like you get ready to cruise. We go by it faithfully. This is a Carnival checklist that we go by, and I believe you can find it on
I found it on cruisin.me. So if you go to cruisin.me, it's right there. There's a link for you. You can download the PDF, and like she said, it really helps us out. But what we wanted to do was just do a quick video for those that may be first-time cruisers and may not know, what to do and don't want to get confused and get boggled up at the last minute. It's paced, like she said, it's broken down. But we'll go over it, and I believe she's got the first page and I got the second page. So
let's get started. And the first thing, in Carnival and I guess the other ships, these cruise lines, because we've only cruised Carnival, so they don't require you when you're going from port to port, a U.S. port back to a U.S. port. You really don't need a passport, but they recommend you get one if you do like to travel, in case there's some unforeseen condition that may happen. You may get sick, you may end up missing the ship, hopefully not, but anything can happen and you may need your passport. So it's best that you get one.
Just get one, if anything, in case you want to go overseas or something. And if you go in any of the countries, it's kind of fun to, get it stamped. We haven't gotten it stamped yet, but there's lots of pages in there that you can get stamps on, and years on down the road, you can take a look back and see all the places you've been. So, like I said, it's not mandatory, but highly encouraged.
Yep, and we keep ours and all of our information in this little book, and if you want to look, there's another one. I think it's on the cruise tip. What number?
Cruise tip 2.
2. It's a document holder, and it keeps a lot of stuff in here. So take a look at that too. And that's what they tell you to do 90 days out. We recommend you try. If you think you're going on a cruise, don't wait till the last minute to do a passport if you do one. Because you never know what can happen. Wrong name can happen. They keep your birth certificates, until everything is final. If something happens, you have to send it back to get corrected, renewed. You have to send that original passport or birth certificate back. So I wouldn't wait 90 days because, even though you tell them it may be, or you're leaving at a certain time, and they tell you, that we'll get it back to you, I wouldn't count on that, and paying that extra fee for them to expedite it, it's not worth it. Just plan ahead and don't wait 90 days, because we have had it where we got the kids' names wrong. I mean, we filled out the information, everything correctly, sent the birth certificates, and the kids' names came back wrong. We had to send back birth certificates, and still they did not come in until after we had left. So just be mindful of the time frame and
6 months.
Yeah,
I would say give yourself 6 months.
Yeah. Okay, and then this says between 30 and 60 days out. It tells you, and we're in that window almost. We're in that window.
Yeah.
It tells you make your final payment. Because they usually require you to have it in within the. Goes the Pamlico. They tell you they want you to have your final payment in 30 to 60 days before you cruise. And then after that, it tells you to go online and print your luggage tags. Once again, we wait until we do all of our excursions, do the transportation, all that. If we fly in, we wait until all that is in before we print our documents. I mean, you can do your luggage tags, because those, once you make your final payment and they have your room number on there, they will, those won't change unless something happens. But other than that, the documents, those will change as you know, if you go do the fun shop stuff and you buy things on it, add stuff to your room, those may be on your documents as well. So you just don't want to
any packages that you purchased, and
yeah, you don't want to print those off too early. But it says make a cruise playlist on your iPhone or iPod. That's just gives you some waiting time. Traveling music. We always try to get in the mood before we leave. And another thing, we join a Facebook group or the Cruise Critic. One of those groups, Shipmate, they have an app. You can do the groups. Usually ours from Shipmate, they end up coming over to Facebook. And you can get information from previous cruisers, that something that you may not know. They may travel on that ship. You may want to. They may have done those excursions. It's a lot, and you get to know the other people that you're traveling with. Book shore excursions. Make doctor's appointments, and to get all your prescriptions filled. And there's motion sickness medication that only your doctor can prescribe. So make sure you get in touch with them if you need to, and have all your medications. Arrange for accommodations. Book your hotels, because sometimes they depend on what port you go in. They can get booked up quick, or the price will change. Getting closer, depending on the time you travel. And then another thing you want to do is sometimes in your groups, you can find out where everybody's staying or suggest where everybody's staying, because then you can have like a pre-cruise meet and greet. And those are a plus, because you get to know the people before you cruise, and you don't have to wait till let me look for and see who this is prior to you getting on the boat, or even into the what do you call it?
The safety briefing. Or no.
Safety briefing, but before you even get onto the boat, you guys have somebody.
Oh, when you're sitting at the terminal waiting.
Right, at the terminal. So, arrange for shuttle service. That all goes in hand with the, printing off your stuff. This is why you should wait, because it is on your actual documents if you do it through Carnival. And then it says make a list of what you're going to bring. And this has a brief list. It has casual clothing. It says bring 2 bathing suits. And we, suggest, depending on how many ports you go, and if you have kids, because the only place, if you don't have a balcony, the only place you can hang them up is in the bathroom. And they do have the little clotheslines, but it does take maybe a day for them to dry. So you do want to bring another bathing suit. Don't just bring one, and because you're gonna go around smelling, but
at least get 2 or 3. Just rotate them.
Yeah, and if you don't want to use the laundry service on a ship, you have to bring more than one bathing suit. It says bring flip-flops, and bring sneakers, and we do the little tennis shoe type sandal type thing for the kids, because they can get in and out of the water. They can wear them on the shore excursions. They won't hurt their feet. So, those flip-flops, them trying to, not slide on that deck. So then they break, and then they won't have any shoes. So, it says bring a sweatshirt or sweater. Those are, like for the cold nights, because it can get cold on the water. Maybe 90, almost 100 degrees during the day, but then at night on that water it can get cold. Hat or visor. You can get any type of visor. Shorts, socks, shirts, jeans. Formal clothing if you like to do the little formal nights. Be prepared. Just in a garment bag or something. Put your formal wear, formal clothes wear in there. And it says, suit or tuxedo. It's really not required. It's like a shirt and tie. Carnival is getting kind of lax with their formal dining wear. So you know, we've seen people come in jeans.
Yeah, not
so
formal at all.
It's, you know, it's all up to them. You know, it didn't bother us. You know, so we like to do what, you know, we like to do. Let them do what they want to do. So, you know, teach his own. And then it also says go to Carnival Dining Room info, menus, depending on what ship you're on, they do have different type menus. And like I said, go to carnival.com. And it also says try not to overpack. You know, Carnival has their weight limit, the planes have their weight limit. And it's, you know, it's really up to you, you know, what you want to bring.
Yeah.
But it's just, you know, you don't want to be lugging around a whole lot of luggage. So, and then the non-clothing items, it says bring your cell phone with a charger, camera with a charger, and we recommend getting a waterproof camera.
GoPro or
Yeah, the GoPro.
Olympus. We use the Olympus. So something that you can take into the water, something that's salt water tolerant, because the waters down there, of course, are salt water. So something that's not gonna be affected by it. But the GoPros are pretty good. The Olympus is pretty good. We used the Olympus on our last cruise, and we got some pretty good photos and some nice videos that we also uploaded on our YouTube channel. So if you want to take a look at the quality and type of video that the Olympus produces, you know, go ahead and check it out. So.
Okay, and then it says bring your prescriptions, bring your non-prescription items, and they don't have to be in the prescription bottles. So if you want to bring like a week's worth or something, you can. Just
Oh yeah, the little Monday through Friday.
Yeah, and the pill pack.
Pill packs.
Yeah, but just make sure you label them. Get like vitamin C, vitamin B, you know, so you can get like your little dose, because you're in these cramped, you know, areas that aren't circulated too well, and you know, if somebody has a cold, you're gonna catch that cold. Get some motion sickness meds, you know, even though you can say, well, I've been on 3 million cruises, and I never get sick. You never know. There were nights the last cruise.
That last one.
Last night, yeah,
it was rocking.
Yeah, there was a hurricane coming up behind us, but yeah, and that ship was rocking.
Yeah.
And the stores, the little fun shops, they have the motion sickness stuff, but
the wristbands.
Some people say they don't work. Some people say they do. You know, we had the gum.
Ginger gum, I think. Yeah.
The ginger gum and I think the ginger pills, and those seem to work because kids didn't get sick this time. Get a bungee cord, and this is for, you know, like if you want to keep your door open. Then it says bug repellent, and those are for any type of excursions, you know, because you never know what's in the sand, you know. So sunglasses, sunscreen, flashlight and batteries, and we bought the little ones like from the dollar store, and we keep those. But then we also have, that we found at Lowe's, the little solar power.
Yeah, the solar power inflatable. You crush them, and then when you want to use them, you just open the little air port up, and it fills up, and it's a little table light.
Yep, it's solar power. So and then you can just like hook it on. You know, that's just in case if you know need it. Kids like it, so it's, you know. Bring Febreze. It just keeps your clothes smelling fresh, just in case, you know, something gets spilt in your bag, or, you know, something, you know, gets put in there wet. Or you can just spray it down once you get there. You know, you can hang yourself up in the closet and just Febreze it down, because you never know, you know, what you know, what can get on your bag. The wrinkle releaser.
Oh yeah, I was getting ready to say that.
Yep. Spray that. You know, we got ours from I think a Family Dollar or something like that, and we still have some left from the last cruise, but we just douse it when we get there, and you know, we've never had to use the iron. Go use. I think
there were irons in the room, were there?
Not in the room, but you have to go down to the laundry.
Yeah.
And then it says bring a highlighter for the fun times, and if you go back and look at another one of our videos, we talk about fun times, and this is from like a previous cruise, but we do talk about fun times. Then Thomas has the other.
I've got the long list. She had the short list. So, but this list right here, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. The first one is the 1 week before cruising, so we're getting pretty close here. Some of the things: credit cards, debit cards. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and call your banks and let them know that you're traveling out of town. So when you make any purchases, you know, down there in the Bahamas or whatever, it's not going to get declined or flagged as an, you know, as an unauthorized purchase, because now the banks know that, hey, you're traveling. So you might want to get on that pretty quick. Call your cell phone companies. Get any rates for while you're on board the ship, any international rates or foreign country rates, and add those, you know, add those fees if you need it. If you think you're going to be making a lot of phone calls while you're away, you know, that might be something for you to look at. As for us, I think we rarely use our cell phones. So I know Carnival offers the they have different Wi-Fi plans available. You know, if you do need to make cell phone calls and need to get on the internet, Facebook or whatever. But I think for us, we use that week, our vacation week, as a getaway. So that includes putting our phones away. But if that's something that you may need, you may want to get on that as well. Verify your passport and your birth certificates. You have them readily available. Just go over the information, especially on the passports, one more time. Of course, a week out, it's kind of late if it's wrong, but you want to get this stuff ready and handy. She mentioned prescriptions. Again, same thing. Make sure you got all your prescriptions. Basically, what you're doing is you're double checking everything before you go. You don't want to get out the door and realize that you missed something. So, for mail, you may want to call the post office and have your mail held if you want. If you've got somebody that may be house sitting for you for the week or whatever, if you want to trust them and have them bring in the mail for you, that's an option as well. But if you don't have anybody watching the house, I highly suggest getting a hold of the post office, because you don't want your mail piling up on the front door, especially if you have mail packages or something. Print a copy of your itinerary. By now you should be familiar with your ports and what you plan on doing, your excursions and everything, but it's always good to go ahead and just print off your itinerary, because you never know. You know, this one we've got 4, the Western Caribbean one that we're going, we got 4 ports. I still get them mixed up. Kind of like, oh, are we going on the Cozumel first, second? You know, it's just stuck in my head. So for me, having a copy of the itinerary is gonna, you know, it's gonna help me out. Another one too, a lot of people may not know about this, print a copy of your ship deck plan. Get familiar with the layout of your ship, what floors have what floors have the shops, and where's the Lido deck and where's the restaurants, and just get yourself familiar so that you're not wasting a lot of your time trying to get to these places because you're lost. They do have signs on the ships. They'll let you know, like if you're on this deck, they'll let you know that ahead is this and this and this. But it's also it's just good to know, so that the ships are big, so, and you can get lost. So it's just something highly encouraged.
And Carnival has the new Hub app too.
Oh, yep.
Where you can download and get yourself familiar with that, and you can go right on to. And now when you go look at your like your paperwork, your itineraries, and all that stuff,
mm-hmm.
your to print your documents, they have the little what do you call it? The button, or the little thing where it tells you the app. It tells you where you can.
Oh yeah.
I
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it tells you that the Carnival Hub is available,
yeah.
And to go ahead and download it on your smartphone.
So there you go. And I don't know if you have to have Wi-Fi for that.
Well, on the ship, you can use their Wi-Fi on certain things, but you do have to purchase the package if you want to go above and beyond certain things.
Okay.
But it does upload, like fun times and all that information on it.
Okay. contact information. Leave some contact information. Just the basic information, like the name of the ship, when you plan on, you know, the week that you're traveling, and all the list of all the family members that are going with you. Just basically, you're leaving emergency point of contact in case anything happens. Drop off, pick up any dry cleaning or clothing that you may be having out. That really doesn't apply to us, but make sure you just pick everything up before you leave. Notify the school or the daycare or the summer camp that your children go to that they won't be there for that week, so that they're not, you know, that they're aware that your children are going to be there for the week. And lastly, register with the U.S. Smart Traveler Enrollment Program, otherwise known as the STEP program. There's a website, and we'll upload this checklist in the video as well as on our Facebook page. But it's step.state.gov, and basically what it is you can upload or get any travel advisories through the embassy. So, say for instance, there's some irregular activity going on down there in, we'll just say hypothetically, the Bahamas. You know, they're protesting or rioting. That alert will actually show up as an advisory and say, hey, you know, be advised that such and such is going on. Things such as the Zika virus. I know the Zika virus is going on down there, you know, in Central and South America, so that'll be on there as well. The website will let you create an account, and so if any family members or whatever need to get a hold of you, they can go through the embassy, and the embassy will get a hold of you and say, hey, this is what's going on. So we do it. She created an account. I think our last cruise, was it the last cruise or the cruise before? So it's just something to do. Alright, so that's 1 week before. It may seem like a lot of stuff, but by this time you should be pretty much ready to go. I think we're ready to go now, and we're 2 months out. So now we're getting even closer, 1 to 2 days out. You're like, there's a checklist for that? Yeah, there are a few things. It's just more review. Again, call your credit cards and your banks again if you haven't the first time. If you're a forgetful one like I am, pay your bills that will come due when you're gone. It's nothing like coming back to a couple of overdue bills. Oh crap, I forgot about it. So just go ahead and just get them out the way. That way you can really relax while you're on the cruise. Cash. I would highly suggest carrying some cash with you, some actual cash. You never know, when you get off at some ports, there may be some cabs that may take you to destinations, or you may just want to just roam around. If you didn't have an excursion booked and you just want to get around, that cash will come in handy when you need a ride. And
we also like to tip.
Yeah, tip
the stewards, and at the end of the week, a lot of times on the ships, you know, they'll place you at the same table if you ask them for the same, you know, waiter. And we always at the end of that week give him a tip, because, you know, they usually, you know, will give you what you want, you know what you want. Same thing with the steward. If you give them a tip, you know, and you say, well, I like ice, or I want this in my refrigerator, they'll make sure it's in there, you know. Even if you already did your prepaid gratuities, it's you know, it's nice to still think, you know, let them know you appreciate what they're doing for you.
And one tip, if you really want to get the hookup for the week, tip them somewhat heavy up front and let them know, hey, we're serious about really enjoying this week, and they'll really make it enjoyable for you. So if you can, tip them pretty nice up front. Print any Carnival Shop Fun orders, confirmations that you purchased. Things like if you made reservations through the steakhouse, or any purchases that you made that you may have delivered to your room when you get there. You just want to have the confirmation printout so that in case there's any issues, like it didn't show up or David's Steakhouse doesn't have your reservation, you can go to the customer service desk. You will already have a copy of your confirmation and say, hey, what's the dealie? So, highly encouraged. Pack luggage, but don't overpack. I know she talked about some of the things that we suggest bringing, but don't overpack.
That says 1 to 2 days before, but
we'll already be packed.
We're like, a lot of times if you cruise a lot, you'll already have like cruise wear and stuff that you know you're just gonna wear on your cruise that that's already packed, you know, so you can pull out your suitcase and it'll, you know, it'll be packed. But yeah, it's a lot of times it's like a month or so, you know, people start putting all their stuff in their suitcase and, you know, making sure they have everything.
After you got your luggage packed and it's ready to go, you want to go ahead and attach the printed luggage tags that you'll be checking in. Go ahead and I don't know if she's got some. There was some nice baggage tags that you can buy, like Family Dollar or Walmart or whatever. You can just stuff the documents in there. They're waterproof, and you know they'll stay on the bags a little bit stronger. But you want to go ahead and get those printed off and just attach them to your bags and be done. Another thing here it says too is print an 8.5 by 11 sheet with your name, address, and cabin number and phone number on it, and put it inside each piece of luggage in your case, in case your luggage tags fall off. That's smart, you know.
Yeah, we've never done that either.
You know, so that might be something that we're gonna do. You know, Carnival Cruise. You know, the luggage people may be like, well, whose bag does this go to? And maybe they're briefed that, you know, if you don't see a luggage tag on the outside, to look inside the bag for any information. So I know a lot of luggage, a lot of the luggage that you buy, on the inside there may be some tag sewn in somewhere where it may ask for your information. But yeah, that's a pretty good idea as well. So I would go ahead and do that as well.
But we do take a picture of each piece of luggage that we take, just in case.
Confirm any accommodations that you may have to after cruising. Not really sure what that's about, but I think what you want to do is make sure that everything that you've purchased, all of your excursions.
Oh, it's the hotels and stuff.
Oh, my bad. It's the hotels. Yeah, you may want to make sure that that your room, that you've got a room before you actually go. My bad.
Unless you're sleeping in the car.
Yeah. What a way to start off your week. And last but not least, confirm your shuttle service to port. Usually you should do that when you make your reservation. Make sure that you pick a hotel that will take you to the port. I know the one that we stayed up in Baltimore, up in Elkridge, they not only provide shuttle service, but they also provide free parking for the week. So that was an added plus. So I think most of the hotels, I think if they're going to provide a shuttle to the port and they know that you're leaving for a week, that your car is going to be sitting there. So, but you never know. All right. Next thing that's on the list is pack your luggage, but don't overpack. Cruise packing rule of thumb: you'll need about half of what you think you need. So if you think that you need like all these outfits and you need 6 pairs of shoes and you know all this, you actually probably only need about half of it. So I think the first cruise we went on, I don't think I wore everything, and even in the second cruise I didn't wear everything. The one thing that I do know that you cannot pack enough of, if you're gonna pack extra on anything, is like underwear, t-shirts, and even like maybe some swimming suits or swimming shorts. You can't really overdo that. But actual outfits, and you know, if you plan on doing a formal dinner night, a formal outfit, other than that, I mean, pack light. You know, your soaps, your shampoos, get the little economy ones that you can find at like Family Dollar. So that's all you need. You only need a week, unless you're going on a journey one, and you need about 2 weeks. So, next thing is go ahead and attach your printed luggage tags to your bags that you're going to be checking in. Go on the Carnival site, and under your documents, go ahead and print off your luggage tags. And got these little luggage tag carriers that we got on Walmart or something.
Amazon.
I was at Amazon. Shelly actually ordered them from Amazon. Little Ziploc on top, put in your document, close it up, and go ahead and affix it to your bag. So it's pretty sturdy. You know, I think we've had these since the first cruise. So
yeah, and they specifically say, you know, the way they'll for Carnival or for Royal Caribbean, the tags that when you order them, and we got like 8 or $6 maybe.
yeah,
It was cheaper to get them on from Amazon than it was to get them from like Walmart or something like that. And we just keep the same ones on there and just replace the tags.
print an 8.5 by 11 sheet with your name, address, and cabin and phone number, and put it on the inside of each luggage. That's in case.
I've never done that.
Yeah, that's in case these fall off, and they still need to know whose bag this is. So, good rule of thumb. Confirm any accommodations. I'm getting excited here. Accommodations you have prior to your cruising, hotels. Make sure that the hotel that you made your reservation at is actually going to take you to the port, and that you're not going to have to pay for a cab to come get you, because that could be expensive. And also make sure that the hotel is going to let you park your car there for the week that you're gone. So
yeah, usually if they're close to the ports, they have there's a lot of hotels that have what is it called, park and stay, or parking something, where you can you know, you stay overnight and then they take you to the hotel. Your car is safe for the week.
Yep.
And we've never heard of anybody having any problems, you know, in all the groups that we've been in. You know, no one ever says, you know, their car wasn't safe. And then sometimes they say their car is safer at the hotel than it is at the port. You know, just depending on which port you go to.
yeah, I like staying. I think for us, I think parking it at the hotel. You know, even though this time we're not going to be staying at a hotel, I don't have to do any driving. Yay. But you know, I prefer to keep it at the hotel versus the cruise port. And last but not least, confirm shuttle service to the port. All right, one last section on this checklist: morning of departure. This is, you're getting ready to head on out the door. You're getting ready to go. A couple of things that you may want to do before you do that: turn off all your air conditioning or heat. Verify all your doors and your windows are locked.
We don't turn it off. We just turn it. We program
Yeah.
it to, you know, at a lower, you know.
Lower setting, so that it doesn't come on while you're not home. So, if you have any pets, drop them off at a kennel. That's like I said, if you got someone that's watching your house for the week or whatever, so know, hey, can you throw my dog a few bones for the week or whatever? You know, let them out. Garage doors, set them on vacation mode if you have a garage door. We don't.
Yeah, call your alarm company too, or if you have an alarm,
Yep.
you know, let them know that, you know, you're going on vacation if somebody else is going to be staying there, because there's alternative, you know, things you can do.
Yeah. Set your alarms on all your cars, and of course, like she said, the house. So, put your keys where you can easily find them when you come back.
We just put them in the front of the luggage, you
Yeah.
know, and then, or we'll put them in the safe. We'll put a lot of our stuff in the safe, and because we don't need credit cards, a lot of the cards, debit cards and all that stuff, we put a lot of it in the safe,
Yeah.
and don't worry about it. We don't go back into that safe, you know.
Yeah. And last but not least, verify you have all of your documents, confirmations, and IDs with you. This makes sure that you have everything that you need. And most importantly, have fun. I know when you get to the terminal, if this is your first time, you may get to the terminal, you may see a lot of people, and may get overwhelmed. Don't get overwhelmed. Everything is a process, and just go with it. You know, it's smooth. We've never had any issues at the terminal. It's pretty fast.
Yep. Everybody's going to get on.
Yep.
Eventually.
They're not going to leave you.
Yep. So whether you're platinum or you're just the first time cruiser, and you know, you'll get on the ship eventually. You know.
Yep. Yep. That you will. So, but that's the checklist. Like I said, we'll go ahead and upload it, a copy of it. It's on cruisin.me if you want to go ahead and take a look at the website, see what else they have. But, you know, if you feel like you're a checklisty type of person and need some structure in your life, like I know I do, these checklists come in handy. So, I don't have anything else. Have fun. You have anything?
See you when we see y'all.
Go Yankees.
Oh, I got it.